Yeah, comping I think is one of the most important parts of being a jazz musician, or I guess a musician in general. You know, when he's improvising, or even the drums, you know, we have to try to make, you know, like a comfortable situation for them to create. If I am too busy when I am comping, you know, I am getting on the way of the soloist, in this case is the bass. But if I don't play enough, he needs some chords, so it has to be like a balance in between, you know, my ideas and listening a lot on his improvisation, you know. So it's really, it has to be actually conceptually and rhythmical. So it's a lot of work to be a good accompanist. When I played with Jackie McLean, he was talking to me about it. He told me once, if I play F, I want you to play over F, but I want you to also reharmonize over F, so I have room to create some new sounds. That's what he told me. So he said, well, play over F, but, you know, reharmonize a little bit so I can have some room. So it took me a little time to understand what he meant. It sounds easy, but it's not really easy when I was on the piano trying, you know.
I think that for a bass player, comping is the most important thing. Like, because 90% of the time you're going to be comping behind a piano or sax, or even sometimes I hear bass players that play something behind a drum solo,
Right.
like just a pedal point, so that the drummer has some, not just by himself, he has a foundation to make his solo, and the listener can it's a pleasure for the listener to hear that. It sounds like an arrangement. It's not an arrangement, but it's an instant arrangement. But I think that that it just makes you sound like you've been playing together for a long time. And actually, if you play with somebody for the first time and you have to comp for them, first you have to listen to their style because you don't know them. So it's like you're learning their style, and then you're copying for them, and then you can know their tendencies or what they're playing, because I think that when you first play with somebody, it's kind of tricky. Like you're trying to find out what do they like, and sometimes they might not like what you're doing, and they'll tell you, I want you to play less, or I want you to play more, or it's very, very, you have to be a really good musician to be a good comper, because it's so much involved. more you play music, the more you understand comping, you know, because it's something that you have to develop over a period of time. Bass players have to have very good, solid time, and they got to listen. They got to know, have a knowledge of harmony, and there's so much involved that you have to study. You know, you can't just. It's not just guess. It's not. You're not guessing. It's not guesswork. It's studying. And then if you're going to play Latin music, you got to learn all the different. There's so many styles.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of Latin funk music. There's a lot of grooves.
I think my experience about comping, I learned to comp on drums by studying and transcribing piano players, not drummers. That's something that I really like. I studied transcribe RB, I Bach Powell, I transcribe a lot of things, and I just transcribe the rhythm of their left hands. And from that I learn a lot, from McCoy also. From that I learn a lot about my instrument. So I think, you know, also the referment to not be too much inside your instrument, but to be above, like to be always like with your ear like in third person, like listening there. I'm not here. I'm just here like making music, but my ear and my mind is there with them.